O Lord, grant me an insightful, aware heart within my chest. Allow me such vision that I truly perceive the intoxication in the wine. یارب درون سینہ دل باخبر بده در باد نشے را نگرم نظر بده. O Lord, grant me an insightful, aware heart within my chest. The poet asks God for a heart that possesses true understanding, wisdom, and spiritual awareness, not just an ordinary heart. Allow me such vision that I truly appreciate the intoxication in wine and its essence. The poet seeks from God a special kind of perception, an inner gaze or a spiritual insight that can see the mysteries and deeper meanings, not just the surface. The poet prays for a heart filled with deep spiritual understanding and vision that perceives the inner mysteries and ecstasies of existence, symbolized by the intoxication in wine. This is not literal, but points toward mystical insight and connection with reality beyond appearances. ای بندہ را کے بانفس دیگران نزیست یک خانہ زاد مثال سحر بده. This servant of yours who does not live by depending on others. The poet emphasizes self-reliance and independence. He does not want to live through borrowed inspiration or by imitating others' ways. Grant him a homegrown sigh like a dawn. The poet asks God for a genuine, authentic sigh that comes from within, pure, sincere, and original like dawn breaking forth. This homegrown sigh represents authentic spiritual longing and self-awareness. The poet prays to God for self-awareness and authentic spiritual experience. He declares his independence from others' influence and seeks a pure, genuine spiritual expression. A sigh of longing that originates from his own soul, fresh and bright as dawn breaking. This represents the quest for self-discovery and original connection with divine truth rather than imitation or dependence on others. Salem Mura baju tunak maye mapech Jaulan gahe bawadiyo koho kamar bide. I am a torrent. Do not confine me to a narrow stream of little worth. The poet asks not to be limited or restricted to something small, weak, or insignificant, and calls for greater freedom and capacity. Grant me the expanse for adventure in the valleys, mountains, and hills. The poet wishes for vastness and opportunity, a space where he can express his vigor and passion across diverse and large terrains. The poet is asking for a life of broad possibilities and vibrant expression, not one limited by narrow or trivial constraints. He wants freedom to strive and flourish in the vast and majestic spaces of creation, and not be bound to mediocrity or smallness. Shahi ne man basaye de palanga guzashti, himmate buland wo changul azi tez tar bede. You have sent my falcon to hunt leopards. This is a metaphorical statement where the poet acknowledges that God has assigned him a monumental and dangerous task. Grant me lofty ambition and a talent sharper than this. Since the task is so great, the poet asks for the necessary tools to succeed, greater courage and enhanced abilities. This verse is a prayer. The poet, likening himself to a falcon, Shaheen, recognizes that God has destined him for great challenges, symbolized by hunting leopards. Acknowledging the difficulty of this mission, often interpreted as the struggle for societal or spiritual reform, he asks God to equip him with the necessary strength, even higher ambition and sharper talents, representing skill, strength, and determination. It is a plea for the capacity to fulfill a great destiny. خاکم بنور نغمه داود برفروز ہر ذرے مرا پرو بالے شرر بدے. Illuminate my dust with the light of David's song. The poet asks God to enlighten his humble earthly being with the divine radiance of Prophet David's melodious hymns. Grant every particle of mine the wings and feathers of a spark. The poet prays for each atom of his being to be given the ability to soar and spirit like a spark of fire. The poet acknowledges his humble earthly nature and prays to God for his spiritual transformation. He asks to be illuminated with the divine light and beauty of Prophet David's songs, which had the power to captivate all creatures. He desires that every atom of his being be given wings like sparks of fire, so his words and presence may spread widely and inspire others. This is a prayer for eloquence, spiritual energy, and the power to move hearts through divine expression.